that means it floats away. So like if your heart's not set to guard that feather, that quill, then your life story won't be written. If you let it blow away, if you let it get destroyed, if you don't take care of that quill's what you're going to write the story with. And God writes your story with that feather, which is the holiness. For all the women are holily holy. And if you don't have holiness, you don't see God. No man sees God without holiness. All the women are part of it. They're broken into such pieces so they stay holy. It has to do with Torah observance of holiness, where God explains what holiness is and how to deal with it. There's an oven he teaches them to make, the Jews, Israeli Jews, the Jews really, the women. He says, and the Jews are the women. That's why God is the Lion of Judah, and you have to be a cub like Judah is the lion's whelp, bowed down before the king with his hand on the enemy's throat, always wrapped around it tight. Got it. Where he's choking their word, he wants their true word, and he catches them every time they're not. Why I lose so many friends and why I don't have too many anymore. Though I keep all my friends, they just don't associate with me too much. Because if they're lying, I put my hand around their throat. Not necessarily physically, unless God, tell me to. In my earlier years coming up, I would. I literally thought I was going to cut tongues out because I can't stand being lied to. I have a God. I don't need a coward, goddamn lying person to play my true God. I want the truth God gave you, or don't talk to me. And if you're a woman, I don't account you for the mouth. It's a crucifying work, and you're already crucified. You are already punished. You are already chastised. You are proven to be loved. And not a one of you have a choice as a woman. Not one. That means he loves every daughter, and every daughter goes home. I will gather my sons from afar, my daughters from the ends of the world. But with men, if you're lying to me, you and we're face to face, like any godly man, I'm asking God whether or not I kill you. This is what godly men do. When we encounter lies, when we encounter adulterers, we are asking God in our heart, mind, and soul, do I kill him now? Is he in my hand? Do you want me to kill him? What do I do? When you make that lie clear and they continue, that's the only path you can go. And if they persist, you cut them off if God doesn't answer, is how I've done it. I thought I was going to once, but it was somebody very dear to me, somebody I love very much, running wrong in my life. And so I said, do it again, I'll cut your fucking tongue out. I'm not lying. And he did it again. And I fell right in my face, prostrate. I spoke too soon. Forgive me, Lord. Do you want me to kill him or not? I wait on your answer. Cut his tongue out. What do you want me to do? And he didn't answer me. Come to find out, the man's an elder to me. So much so that I'm not allowed to check that way. I'm to put him behind me with the women. Because he's old. He's had a heart attack too. So like for me to even be pressing on him, I got fucked up by God. I was in the wrong. But I was still learning those covenantal things. I didn't know that the old men went with the women that were to hear their counsel. If they're godly in command and true, you're to hear their counsel. But you're not to bring them to the crucifixion, to the front of the gate, the war. You don't account them there. You can hear them, and you should hear them. But you don't crucify them. Your brothers, you do. Flat out. Open rebuke is better than secret love. And brothers are made to sharpen and blunt brothers by bluntness. As iron sharpens iron, so a brother sharpens a brother. The bruises of a friend are faithful. The kisses of an enemy, they are deceitful. As I heard it once, an old man goes and stays with this man he met through churches and so forth and so on, through the congregations, and he was passing through his country, like New Zealand or something, and he stayed there was supposed to stay there for like 2-3 weeks, a month. And at the first week he packed his bags and he said, "I'm leaving now." And the guy goes, "Why are you leaving? You thought you were staying longer." And he's like, "No, you're either a fool or a liar. I'm going to go ahead and go now." And the man goes, "What do you mean? Wait, hold on, I thought we were getting along." And he goes, we are. That's the problem. He goes, "We've had many conversations about biblical things and this and that, and I've told you things, and we've kind of done a little work around your house together." And he goes, "And I've corrected you how many times?" He goes, "Enough." And he goes, "Exactly. And how many times have you corrected me?" "Well, I want to be..." He goes, "Exactly. You're either a fool or you're a deceiver. Either way, I don't care to have your counsel. You should have rebuked me multiple times, for I found you to be more intellectual than me. But now I find you a fool, for you never corrected me." The man is right. The man is right. What good is that counsel if the person is not going to be true to correct you when you're wrong? It's not. He's an enemy. He's just gaining from you, or seeing what he can gain from you, and then he will strike and throw you down as soon as it's beneficial. Because he won't stand in the fire, the judgment of God, to tell you what is right and wrong. So, the bruises of a friend are faithful, and
it's 1 o'clock.
Kisses of the enemy are deceitful. So when Christ comes out to cover you, that is what that's Christ, that's Jesus Christ, because he was born a man, it's like you, or a child to become a man-child as it reads. Because really you have to be a man before you be a child of God. You have to hold to the truth before you're reborn. So really Eve says it right when she says, "The Lord hath given me a man-child." I didn't understand that till just now. I read that saying, I'm like, what is that? Why like that? Well, now I know. You have to be a man to hold to the truth to become that child of God. Though mother does not make a man, mother only makes the boy, the child. She births, her job's done, her mission's complete. Though she has total authority over the sons, which pretty much is the children, but the daughter is under the care of the father, because he will be giving her away. If he finds her husband, we drop the ball on that. That's a satanic tactic to kill nations. Because the moment that the fathers are not taking part in the daughter's marriage, then you are fools as fathers. For the entire moment that you found out you were getting a daughter, you should have been shopping for her husband. You should have been searching high and low for her husband. Because you have to replace you. And nobody's going to love your baby girl like you. Like, no matter what she does, you're going to be there for your baby girl, right? You're a father. I mean, I like to think every father has that intent to his daughter. Whether he gets it right or not, I like to think, how's it say on that Starship movie or whatever, Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, he says he's an asshole, but I don't think all of them. She goes, "Well, not all of them?" And he goes, "No, not all of them. I like to think nobody's an asshole the whole of the way." She's like, "That's not what I'm talking about." But yeah, I like to think that somewhere he's set to do right, even though he lied to himself like all men do.